Shifting focus to Mozambique, a country that has been on edge for months. The country has been crippled by months of post-poll violence. At least 300 people have lost their lives for protesting against the election results that extended the ruling Frelimo party's almost 50 years of rule. Mozambicans have been marching all this while on the calls of opposition leader Venancio Mondlane, who had claimed the vote was stolen from him. But now the man leading these anti-government protests has himself hinted that he could join the government. In an interview, Mondlane said that the idea of joining the rival government is not very far-fetched. He says he has suspended the protests and is in fact ready to serve in the government led by his rival and the newly inaugurated President Daniel Chapo. However, Mondlane has put out certain conditions. Now, these include an unconditional release of about 5,000 people detained for participating in demonstrations against the election result. Second, paying financial compensation to the families of the people killed by police during the protests. And also offering free medical treatment for those injured. Mondlane said that if Chapo agrees to this, he would open a window for negotiations, or else he would call on his supporters to renew the protests. Meanwhile, the new president, Daniel Chapo, has also said that his team is considering whether Mondlane should be invited to join his government. Chapo says he wants to govern in an inclusive way, and joining hands with Mondlane is not off the cards. 48-year-old Daniel Chapo was sworn in as Mozambique's president last week. He was declared the winner in the disputed election of October last year. But the presidential runner-up, Mondlane, said that the mandate was stolen from him. For months, he mobilized youth against the election result while he was in self-imposed exile. He returned just ahead of Chapo's oath-taking ceremony and vowed to paralyze the nation with protests every day. Many Mozambicans who believed in Mondlane would come out onto the streets in huge numbers. Many of them were met with huge police crackdown and also lost their lives. However, their faith in Mondlane did not shake. Mozambican youth, which is now fed up with Frelimo's long reign, want to see a change, and Mondlane gave them the hope that he could bring the change for them.
With his arrival is a hope that opens for us, is more of a shine as we all are in the darkness. With his arrival is a bit of relief. We will see what's going to happen. He comes to light the flame that was already extinguished in us.
For supporters, we can't give up. This war will continue. Today they are being sworn in, but if things don't change, we will continue. We will do everything to achieve the outcome we want. We Mozambicans now aware we are no longer in the past. We will no longer close our eyes.
But it is unclear if these supporters will consider their fight over if Mondlane joins the Frelimo government. Venancio Mondlane, the 51-year-old former radio presenter, is very popular among the youth. However, it will not be the first time he will be switching sides. In fact, he is known to have jumped political sides before. Now, he also earned himself the name Grasshopper by critics. But if he did so this time, will it be an attempt at peace or just another political tactic?
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.